Right, me and Adam pumping blow. Look what we're looking for. Come close, Adam. Cast and a blowhole. Basically the worm will be in between here. About 20 to 30 degrees you want to go directly onto the holes. So if you guys can see my bait pump angle there, I'm about 20, maybe 25 degrees. Push it 5 to 6 inch. Oh. But this time of year they're pretty deep, so only took 3 attempts and got lovely blow look here. Some decent sized blow looks. We've been here about an hour and a bit, but we got here pretty early. We got about 50, 60 worms so far, but still early in the tide, so
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Now today you join me out with Hak and we are fishing for bass. Now bass fishing isn't really something I enjoy doing because normally it involves going on the beach and being in sand and following tides, but we've had a bit of a wet one. It doesn't look like it now, but it was pretty torrential when we were on our way here, and we got a bit wet while we were setting up as well. But we're fishing down to low tonight. Low tide's about half two in the morning. Rods wise, I've just got simple 12-foot beach casters, got my Shakespeare's 3-piece and a custom built rod for someone else which I inherited. And they're just paired with Shakespeare Sigmas, the reels. Baits wise, we're using blow lug that me and Hak went and collected earlier at Penn Beach. And rigs I'll show you when I next bring in to rebait. But I'm going to do the intro now while it's dry, because I don't think I'll be doing much filming compared to my usual one, where I'm doing fancy shots and that, because it is pitch black on the beach. And it is also a bit rainy sometimes as well, so we'll see how the video goes, guys, but hopefully we'll have some fish. So guys, I'll just show you the rig that I'm using. As you can see at the top there, I've got my swivel down to a link. That's the first trace with just a 2.0 chinu on there. That's got 3 blow lug on that. Then you come down the rig body to the lead, and that's a free moving lead. And on the bottom trace I've got a bit of rig tubing, some white beads and 3 lugworm again onto a 2.0 chinu again. So that's a Wessex rig. And then the rig Hackers very kindly gave to me is a very simple 2-hook paternoster with 3.0 circles and 2.0 Aberdeens. Straight to the bottom trace down there, lead, and the bottom trace again. So that's the rigs that I'm using. We'll get them cast out and see what else we can get.
Adam's got a monster on my rig as well. It is, yeah?
Yeah, your rig, yeah.
Yeah, nice one. First one, is it first cast or second? Second
cast, this one, yeah.
Yeah, nice one, Adam, nice little
schoolie. Well guys, there we are. Second cast, first fish. Little basslet, beautiful condition, but ideally I want it 3 times the size. But beat the blank, get it put back. They're getting smaller, guys. Another beautiful fish, but again not the size we're after, and that was on the Wessex rig on blow lug again. So we'll get this one put back and fingers crossed next cast it's a 5-pounder.
There we go, guys. Sorting this one out and then turn round. Rod going mental. This little skewler turned up. Compared to side of that, half of it. Anyway, get these released. Hopefully get into a good one in a bit. Still early in the tide. We've got about 2 hours before so the fish switches on here. So fingers crossed we get a PB out tonight. Adam's on again, guys. Adam's on. Better one, I think.
Watch the line, watch the line, watch the line.
Oh, the other one, yeah. Where are you? Oh yeah, that's a decent one. Lovely bass, Adam. Pressure, mate.
Not a bad one.
No bad one at all.
Hey!
Get in. Well done, mate. That's well in size.
Oh, that's a good size one, isn't it?
Not quite PB, but
No, it's not a PB for me.
not far off it, I think. Nice
Happy
one,
with
that. Nice one, that, mate.
There we are, guys. First decent fish of the session. Now, that was a nice bite. Me and Haks saw that first initial bite, just like bass normally do. They like to come hit it first. But if you miss the initial bite, just leave it there, and normally they come back just like this one did. And that was on the Wessex rig, and that was just on the 3 worms on one trace. But quite a nice size fish. It's definitely a keeper size. So we'll get a measure, get a photo, and we'll see what else we can get.
It's Adam who's smashing the bass tonight on the circle. That my rig, yeah?
Yeah, your rig.
Yeah.
There we are, guys. 4th fish for me. I believe that's the 6th for the session now. Not a bad size one. Get a photo and get it released. Guys, Hak is using his double bass rig here, double trace bass rig.
One up, one down.
One up, one down. And Hak says normally when he's using this rig, the bass always take the top rig, and often you'll get a bycatch on the bottom. And what we got there, Hak?
What I said at the beginning of my video, if any bottom feeders like cod, flatty, anything like that, goes for the bottom hook. And we got a bearded one. Nice
First of the season.
Guys. First one of the season. There we go. Nice little beard. Deeply hooked. Hopefully survive. If it doesn't, you won't get wasted. It's definitely oversized. I know it's tiny, hardly any fruit on it, but if it survives, I will send them back. If it doesn't, you won't get wasted. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. 8 bass and codling. Woo!
There we are, guys, my 5th bass of the evening. Another schoolie, and I believe I got another one on the other rod. But that brings us now to 9 bass and a codling. So we've had a cracking session, and it's not even at low tide yet. We've still got ages. It's unhooked, so it'll get it put back. Well, guys, we've stopped getting the bass bites, and now the whiting have turned up. Thankfully they're not pin whiting. That one's decent sized whiting in itself, but that one's a very nice sized whiting. Maybe a pound, and they were just on the Wessex rig on the 3 little blow lug again. So that, I think now, 9 bass, a codling, and I think Hak has just had 2 whitings, so 4 whitings. So we've had a cracking session today. Perfect start to the winter season on the beaches. Get them unhooked and get them put back, guys. As we suspected, guys, the whiting have moved in now. Thankfully they're not pin whiting, they are a decent size, but we were hoping for more bass. At the moment I think the whiting are hitting the baits before the bass are, but we've still got plenty of time, plenty of bait. So I'll get this one unhooked because I don't quite like eating whiting, to be honest. I find them a bit too skinny. Got a very skinny profile, but we'll get it put back. Yeah, at the moment guys, we're getting plagued by whiting. As soon as you cast out, they're hitting your baits. But basically the style of fishing we're doing is you keep following the tide down. Now at the moment the wind's picked up again, which is why I'm shouting at the camera. But we've had a pretty successful session. We've had plenty of fish between us. Unfortunately not as many bass. We have had 9 between us so far, and I've had a decent keeper. Hak had his codling, and we've had plenty of good sized whiting as well, so it's a very good mark this. A good way to start off the winter season. And I've been able to get the rods I haven't used all summer out. But I'm pretty satisfied with this session. Haks going to be fishing it all the way down to low tide, which is about 2:30 this morning. But I don't think I'll stay that late. I'll see how the fishing goes, we'll see how the bait goes. But at least there's been plenty of fish on camera for you guys as well. I haven't done many tips either because I'm trying to get... Filming's very hard because I only have the light on my phone and my head torch, but I need to conserve my head torch. And the phone isn't very bright. So I might have to look into getting a better filming setup. Just trying to... Hak's only about, I don't know, 10 metres to the right of me, but we can't be going back and forth all the time, otherwise we could miss some decent bites. I've got some fish on here, so I'll bring them in and we'll see what we've got. Oh no, I was just saying about the whiting, but if you... Wow. If you fish through them, you can end up with a nice double shot of bass. Just clean them off for you. There we are guys. So that brings me to 7 bass now, I think. 7 bass, maybe 4 or 5 whiting. It's been a good session. But I think this one's in size, this one's just small. But we'll see. We'll give it a measure first. But that was on the Wessex rig. You can just see top of the rig there. Top trace and bottom trace both caught a fish. And it was a nice little fight in the water as well. So we'll get them hooked guys, get them put back. Right guys, bass going back. He's still there. Let him get his breath. There he goes. Cheers guys. So guys, what I've done now is, given my lighting situation isn't great, that head torch is nearly dying, and the fishing's still relatively busy, I've dropped down to 1 rod, the Wessex rig rod, and instead of using the 3 little worms, I'm just going for big worms now. But I don't think I'll be fishing much longer, to be honest. I'm pretty satisfied with the session, and it's a good hour and a half to get home. But I've got two lovely in-size keeper bass for the table. One for the in-laws and one for whoever else wants it. But I know for next time now, you can tell I'm a bit rusty with my night fishing. I've run out of glow lights. I don't have my tripod light. And I didn't bring my other head torch. So if I get another fish, I'll get it on camera, but if not, I might be back in the car, we'll see. Right guys, as you can see, I'm back in the car. It's the end of the video. Now it's been a pretty good session for me. I believe I ended up with 7 bass in the end. So for a session targeting bass, that's a pretty good result. In total, it's got to be about 13, 14 bass between us. Like me and Hak at the start, and then me and Hak's mate and Hak as well. So the 3 of us / 2 of us. We've done pretty well. So the codlin, whiting, Hak had a dog as well, and the bass. I had 2 nice keeper bass. Both of them have been dispatched. They were both in size, both in limits. So pretty good session in all. We're definitely going to come back, but given that he's had the cod this early on, I think the next video will most likely be a cod video. So here's a little bit of a different video because I haven't been able to do all the close-ups of rigs and talking through how to bait up and such, and that's solely because of my limitations with lighting. So I am going to look at getting some more lighting options, and we'll see what we can do with that. But hopefully there's enough footage that there was a decent video, and Hak also got some footage for me as well, so we'll see how it turns out in the end. If you guys enjoyed the video, give us a like. Anything you want to say, put it down in the comments. I do leave a little heart once I've read it, and I eventually get back and reply to them, so just bear with us. If you enjoyed it, share it, do whatever, I don't mind. I just like to post them for me, really, for the memories. So, and if it helps someone along the way, even better. But thanks for watching, guys. It's been ADB Fishing.